Hello and good evening. Welcome to this live. I'm here on my own from the house. I was going to say home and house. It comes house. Yeah, I just thought I'd come live. We'd talk about what's coming up on the channel. And most importantly, I get a lot of people asking me about the equipment that I use and how I edit and stuff like that. So we'll talk about that kind of stuff. But also, yes, you can see some mugs behind me. We will be doing a little bit of a mug giveaway a little bit later on. Do feel free to tell us in the chat where you're watching right now. It's always good to hear from you. And also, we'll do a few Q&As. Now, Gabby is not with me tonight because she's got a gig. And it's where we are in Norfolk. It's absolutely horrendous. It's like, in fact, you might be able to hear because the window is right there. So you might hear the wind and the rain lashing down. If you do, I apologize. I'm obviously only using the mic from the camera rather than that one, actually. But we'll come to that in just a little bit. First of all, must just say, David, thank you so much, David, for your super chat. Evening, Tim and Gabby. New camera and gimbal fund. Yeah, the worst thing happened to me in Gran Canaria. We'll talk about the cameras in a minute, but my camera that I use for all of my videos, which does record in 4K, it broke because literally I was trying to get a shot of the water and I got a little bit too close. They're not waterproof. And honestly, the water just splashed over it just for a second and it soaked it. And so now I've got to get a new one. So I really do appreciate that, David. Thank you very much. So if you would like to give the video a thumbs up, please, it does help me out loads. If you're watching this on replay, of course, I will be reacting to people in the live chat, but I will also react to your comments as well. I always ask about giving the video a thumbs up, so make sure you do. Right, let's go through some of the chat as well. I'm streaming on StreamYard, so yeah, so that means basically I can put some of your comments up on the screen, which I'm going to do now. Thank you, Belvedere, for being a mod who's showing all what to do and how to interact with the channel. So thank you very much to you. Also, can I say, and I think, where is this? This is going to be, and I have to be looking at the screen here, so I do apologize. The legend that is KK Crispy, who we have not seen for a while, actually, in some of the lives. Thank you very much, KK, for giving me a £10 super sticker. That does mean a lot. And you've changed your emoji now as well, which is utterly confusing because it's a transformer. So I'm so confused. So hi to you. Hello to Tony as well. Jimbo is here. James from Audley. Mark says it's peeing down in London. Good evening to Lee as well. Hello to Ali. She's from the borough. I don't know where that quite is, though, to be fair. Is it somewhere up north? Hello, Scott. How are you, Tim and Gabby and Bump? Obviously, Gabby's not here. There's no Bump, but Bump is growing rather big. But I feel for her because she was getting changed in the bedroom about 5 minutes before we started this live, and she was having some trouble getting on her clothes. Bless her, she can't even get on her shoes now, so I kind of have to help her. But we're fine. We got through it. There will be a mug giveaway a little bit later on as well. Jay's channel, thank you so much for your £5 super chat and Bump Fund. I really do appreciate that. I'm just quickly doing something. This is the first time I've used it like this, so hopefully it won't go wrong. I just hope I don't press the wrong button, which I don't think I have. No, we're good. So we're going to be talking about what's coming up in the channel. As you know, I've started a fish and chip series where I'm trying to find the best fish and chips in the UK, which is a tall order. And there's quite a few videos filmed that are coming your way. I also want to talk about something special that you may have seen that I hinted on social media last week from a company up in Manchester in Salford. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Foxy B, thank you very much. I don't know if you can hear that. Rain lashing on the window. Foxy B, thank you very much for your £5 super chat, even in Tim Bump Fund. Before you ask, I don't just put people's chats up that just do super chats, okay? I just randomly select them as well. John Webster, raining everywhere. I thought Gabby had a gig tonight. John, where were you? She does have a gig tonight. Gary, big shout out to you. Hello to Mal, who says, hi, Tim. I really enjoyed your Gibraltar video, and I was wondering, would you return for another video? The answer to that question is obviously yes, I would. I'm trying to pick the right time to do it, the right moment to do it, and what time of the year would be best. Are you living in Gibraltar at the moment? Is that why you're asking me that question? That'd be good to know. Another day says best chips defo McDonald's. We're not going to go into that. Can I say hello to AJ Look as well? Coming over the pond next year. Thanks for your fantastic videos. Well, Brandcaster, top of the list. Norfolk videos, of course, are at the root of my heart. It's why I first started the channel, because obviously we were in lockdown. So I would definitely recommend you come to Norfolk. There are so many different places to try. Even if you come in the winter, it is really good. So, you know, you really do have to pick the best place in winter on the Norfolk coast. I mean, they're all going to be good. But, you know, if you get the chance to stay in North Norfolk in a holiday cottage with a log fire in the winter with a roaring sea and the wind and the rain, honestly, it's absolutely amazing. So, you know, make sure you do it. Rachel, thank you very much, Rachel. I can see people's emojis a lot better now as well. Your £1.79 super chat. Thank you, emoji. And thank you, Crispy, as well. Joined top membership and annual plans for Halloween, please. Do you mean you're doing that, or you want people to do that? We'll talk about channel memberships in just a moment. Anthony says, hi, Tim from Nottingham. Are you still thinking of doing a walk with me, Tim, in Walshingham, please? Did I say I was going to do a video in Walshingham? I don't know. Did I? Walshingham. Walshingham Le Willows? Is that the same place? Or am I getting completely confused? I don't know. Ali said Borough is in Middlesbrough. I thought so. I knew it was somewhere up north. Scott said, it would be nice to meet you in Hemsby on the 23rd of October. Well, you never know, Scott. So we're going to talk about the future of the channel, what videos we're going to be doing. But also, a lot of people always ask in the comments about what equipment do I use. So we'll come back to the chat in just a moment. But first of all, my camera of choice may surprise you. This is extremely small. And also, this is completely damaged as well. Look at that. You can actually see the first day I bought this camera, look at the use it's had. First day I bought this camera, I dropped it, okay, and so it cracked. And there's only a tiny screen. This is how small the screen is, right? And I actually cracked it, so I found it difficult to use the screen because you have to use all the touch screens on it as well. And yeah, this has been dropped in water, so salt has got in there and everything, but it kind of still does work. The only problem is that it comes with a microphone, which is wireless, little wind muff, and it doesn't connect to it anymore. And the gimbal isn't as smooth. So basically, I've had to think about getting a refresher. Just very quickly as well, hang on, I don't want to knock everything over. By the way, the candle was Gabby's idea. People ask about the drone. Obviously, my drone is here. It's a Mavic Air 2. It's got a little thing on the front, which actually basically kind of protects the gimbal. But that is the drone that I use. People always ask about it, so I thought I would show you. No, it's all falling down. Just stay there. Hope you like the candle as well. Gabby's idea. Thank you very much, Debs, for your £1.50 super sticker. I really do appreciate that. Also, just very quickly, can we say hello to Pike on a Trike who popped up? I haven't seen Pike on a Trike for ages. Charlotte, hello, Tim. Love your videos. I haven't received my mug. Charlotte, you will receive your mug. In fact, I can't get it out. But basically, I do a mug run every month, okay? Because obviously, I try to keep up with it when I'm out filming and stuff like that. The mug run is coming up on Monday, okay? So your mug will be coming along with 3 of these, which will be won tonight on the stream, and I'll pick people at random. Of course, all you need to do is give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, remember to subscribe, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and click all on the notification bell. It really does help me out loads. No, Gabby, I'm not. I think she just sent me a message. Right, I'll show this one. No, hang on. Cara says, hi, Tim. Just like to say, I thoroughly enjoyed the Gran Canaria vlog. Brought back many happy memories. Looking forward to Gabby's vlog. Thank you, Cara. Means a lot. Obviously, I didn't intend to go out there and film a video. It was just the fact that Gabby was, I was surprising Gabby with this baby. Man, God, it's so hot in this bedroom. I've turned the heater on, but now I'm sweating. Need to open the window. Yeah, so I didn't actually intentionally, go there to film a video. I thought I will just give back Gabby a little bit of a baby mean. But I thought whilst I was there, well, we did a live, and I thought, well, I'll do a few locations as well. But if you haven't seen the video where we check out what we thought was the world's biggest cactus, but it turned out to be the world's biggest cactus farm, which was a massive fail. In fact, Gabby's Spanish is supposed to be good, but it wasn't that good because she read it wrong. But we still went there and we had a good time. Go and check it out. I go across the massive sand dunes of Maspalomas, which was just incredible, and just burnt all my feet as well. And I didn't go naked, before you ask, because I know a lot of people walk through there naked. They do. I didn't. Walter Crazy, thank you very much, buddy. I haven't seen Walter Crazy before. Love your emoji with that mask on for your £4.49. Appreciate that. Damien, any plans to meet any other vloggers in Tenerife? I will be heading to Tenerife, hopefully, maybe in the spring. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm just trying to keep up with these. I love the fact that I can't read this, but there are special emojis as well for channel members. I'll talk about that in just a second. And I know that Mark and a few other people absolutely love them. So thank you very much. David, thank you so much, buddy, for your £4.49 super chats. Bubba is here. Hi, Tim. Hope you're good. Hope you enjoyed your holiday. Have I got a tan, though? That's the question. I'm still flipping burn on my head and on my chest as well, which means I'm peeling a little bit. Jill says, it was funny when you lost your flip-flops. I'd have watched if you had streamed off. You mean that you wouldn't have watched, that you would have turned off? It was quite funny, actually, because after I filmed the video, there was some actually people walking past naked. So that was very good and perfect timing that I'd stopped the video just in time. So there you go. Also, got to say hello to Natalie this evening. I love the pic of you and Smidge the other day. Thanks, Natalie. I would show you Smidge, but he's downstairs at the moment. Randomly off topic, somebody has also asked if I can show a photo of mine and Gabby's baby to be. I was like, well, if I'm doing a live, I will show you. And I've got it here. If you can see that, that is who we call Thumper. That's his arm. And before you say anything, I actually don't know whether it's a boy or a girl. We keep calling it a boy because we actually want a girl, but we don't want a boy. We would be happy with anything, obviously, but we'd rather have a girl. But if you're watching this and we do have a boy and Thumper watches this video in the future, I do apologize. I am only joking. Hi, Tim from Rachel Skegness. You might remember Rachel, bit of a character when we was in Skegness. And Timothy is Rachel's friend, I believe. So good evening, Rachel. You're on Tim's account. Lewis, I did think about doing that Primeval live, but I don't think they'll allow me to film. But the problem is because it's so dark, I don't know how much you would actually see. So I've thought about it. I don't know. There are some plans for Halloween. I don't know whether to go live or do a recorded video. In fact, you can help me out with this. Just put in the comments right now, if I do video on Halloween night, would you like it live or pre-recorded? Obviously, if it's going to be live, it's got to be in a location where I can get a signal and it won't get dodged. So just let me know, would you like it live or recorded? Just type it away in the comments. That would help me out. Thank you, Tony. Really do appreciate your super sticker. Really appreciate the support. It does help me out. It helps me out buy new cameras and so forth. So live, some saying both. Ali says live. Pike on a trike. Lisa says live. Hello to Nigel from Clapton-on-Sea. Is that a place? Clapton-on-Sea? Do you mean Claxon? Andrew at the seaside, love that. Live, please. Woolside Walker, pre-recorded. Okay. Joey B, love Tim. Thanks, Joey. Deb says live. Crispy, what do you think? Hello, Tony. Decimate, you must have just joined when we've just kind of covered this. But what does a gimbal look like? This is what a gimbal looks like that. This is the new one that I had to pay for because that one broke and it completely skinted me out for the month. But obviously without this, I don't have anything, you know. I can't, well, I can do my videos with my phone if I wanted to, but these are much better. This is a gimbal watch. So it moves like that. So basically it's silky smooth, and I record myself, and then you can see that. But this is what actually records in 4K, and they're very handy, perfect for traveling, because you just pop it in there, break it, and then the microphone is on top, fully break it, fully clickable. And this is why it's called a pocket, because you could put it in your pocket. I don't know, because there's the bad mistake with these is when they made them, they put the on switch there, and you can't have this any other way. And if you switch that on whilst it's in there, it can screw it up. But there you go. So there you go, Decimate. Oh, you did see this. No, that's the camera that I use. That's the camera that I use. It's 4K. Nigel says, go to the Tower of London, Tower Bridge on Halloween. The plan was actually, and the plan still is to do some London videos. And if I time it right, I might be there in Halloween. I did want to do a Halloween tour of the Underground. Obviously, can't do that live. But I did think about doing a video of that. But I know a lot of people said, I'll do a live. And then they say, go to York, because obviously York is it York or Warwickshire? That's one of the most haunted towns. It depends on who you ask in the country, but I don't know. Good evening, Tim. Welcome back to A Wet UK. I bet you're missing the sun. I truly am. We did arrive basically in the middle of the week. So how much is that gimbal? That gimbal is 400 and, well, it's normally £550, but I got a slight deal online. By the way, this hasn't been sponsored by DJI, but I know that a lot of people have often said to me, including a gentleman in Gran Canaria who says, I love your videos. I want to start doing videos. Get one of these. Big advertisement. That'll help you out. Whiffy, thank you very much for your £2 super sticker. That's very interesting. Your emoji there. Love that. Melissa, live would be great for most of your subs, Tim, I'm sure, but I live in the States, so whatever is best for you and the other subs, I will watch no matter how you choose. Melissa, thank you very much. I know, Melissa, it's not the same, really. If I do a live on Halloween and you're watching it when the sun's outside, it's not good, is it? AD, interesting, big debate. York or Derby for most haunted? I would probably say York myself. Decimate. That's very far away from me. But let's talk about a video that is coming up. So I got an email from a very nice gentleman who works at Media City in Manchester. And he says, hey, Tim, have you ever thought about doing a tour around our studios? And obviously I replied with, no, I haven't. And he says, why don't you come? He says, because obviously of lockdown and all that stuff, a lot of people can't come and experience the tours, and we'll come and show you around. So I was like, great. So I'll be filming that video actually in the next couple of days. So watch out for that video coming up next week. Basically, if you don't know about it, Media City is in Salford in Manchester. It's basically where they film or have filmed The Voice. The BBC are based there. Loads of TV shows are filmed there and that kind of stuff. So it should be interesting. I don't know how the video is going to go, but it should be very interesting. Also, whilst I'm there, I will be going to Blackpool to do a video of the Illuminations, which we'll be doing next weekend with Gabby. So what we'll do is I'll film the Illuminations and I'll film it in its entirety, right? If you've never seen the Blackpool Illuminations, excuse me, Whitney Pops, now is the time to see them because I'll be walking the whole route and we'll be showing it live next weekend. Molly says, you could do London Dungeons on Halloween. I heard it's a good place to go. And they have Jack the Ripper history in there as well. I know a Jack the Ripper tour at Halloween obviously starts to get booked up very, very quickly. But yeah, I have thought about doing that. Hey, we love the Fylde Coast. I've got a Thimble palm gimbal for £50 and it's the exact same. I'm sure it's not for £50. The quality might be a little bit different, I would say. Hello to Victor as well, who I've seen come up in the chat recently. Victor, welcome to the channel. Also, hello to Sai. Do I have TikTok? I have. I don't really post too much videos on there, to be honest. I've only just started doing it. But if you want to go and check it out, it's Walk With Me Tim on TikTok. Walk With Me Tim, the brand new I'm a Celeb experiences in Manchester Media City. That is the one. Yeah, would love to do it. Do you think you'll be able to film Not Me, Anton Deck? No, Anton Deck I don't think will be there. But we will go and see behind the scenes. So that'll be very interesting. And I really do appreciate Media City reaching out to me to do that. So I'll put up a post that they put out. They kind of put out a press release, and they released it to all of the local newspapers up in Manchester, which was really nice, even before I filmed the video. So no pressure whatsoever to get the video done and also to make it look good, which I'm sure it'll be good. But yeah. Also a question, I'll be in Manchester, so I might do a live from Manchester. If enough of you would like to see a live from Manchester, any Mancunians in the house, anyone from up north? But like I said, the illumination video will be from Blackpool next weekend. So that is what's coming up on the channel. Gary says the dungeons will be amazing, but unfortunately you ain't. Yeah, I thought so. And that's a pain, because a lot of people always ask me that question about filming. What should you do, whether you can film? I always say, just start filming. And if someone tells you to stop filming, you stop, unless you've got a good enough reason to continue, which sometimes you don't have. Hello to Woodside Walker. Thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Really do appreciate that. Haven't seen you before. Debbie, I am Tim. I don't know what was that in reference to something I was saying, Debbie? I'm not quite sure. Kevin says, have you covered the underground city in Norwich going from Castle Meadow? I have no idea, Kevin. There's an underground city? Wow. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out. Maybe. Jill says, my husband is from Rochdale. I don't know if you can see this, but Smidge has just decided to come and say hello. Say hello, Smidge. Look at, he's so cute, he's so fluffy. Do you know what? We actually had him in a cattery, and when we brought him back, he was so needy. I've never known it from a cat before. He was meowing to be by us all the time. He never sits on my lap, and he came and sat on my lap. At night, he was crying at the bedroom door. We had to let him in, and he snuggled right up to us. Bless him. I feel so bad. Shouldn't leave him again. I treat him like a dog, not like a cat. Scott says, are you going to Winter Wonderland this year? Yes, I am. I've actually booked for the first day of Winter Wonderland, which I'm looking forward to. And the thing is that now, if you are planning to go to Winter Wonderland in London at Hyde Park, you do have to book in advance the rides that you want to go on, which is weird. So I have booked to go, I think, on the wheel and maybe the ice skating. I don't know. But the ice skating is always so busy in London at Winter Wonderland. So I probably decided not to do that. Jimbo, hi, Tim. A question. How much do you pay to go around the world? Jimbo, more money than I can afford. Deb says, my cat does that too. He goes to my mum's, we're on holiday, and meows all night when he comes home. Oh, bless him. Hi, Tim. Love all your videos. Always look forward to when you do a live. Keep up the good work. You should visit Thetford. Lots of history and great few views for you. Yes, Julie, Thetford's good. A lot of trees in Thetford, actually, isn't there? But, of course, there is, what's in Thetford again? There's that Centre Parks, yeah. I would like to do that. AD says, when you do the illuminations, start down south and walk to Bisham. Tram goes to the street opposite, Chippy on the right. I highly recommend it. Yes, Andy, AD, when I start the illuminations, basically the walk next week, I will start it from right up the other end towards where the tram stop is, and then literally go all the way towards Bisham. It's going to be a very long walk, and I hear the weather's going to be rubbish when I'm going to do it, so that's not good. I'm just going to have to persevere, really. It will be alive, though, Gary. I know you just saw that message. Debbie says, we love Winter Wonderland. Visited 3 years ago on our last trip back to the UK. It's perfect. It's not as good as it was really good at the start. The first ever Winter Wonderland I went to, I thought it was really good. POV at the wheel at Winter Wonderland. Yeah, I mean, how is it going to be any different to any other wheel anywhere else other than you get to see all the rides in Winter Wonderland are all like Christmas themed as well. If you've ever seen them, they are really good. we went to Winter Wonderland, visited 3 years ago. Last trip back to. I've already said that. Sorry, Debbie. I'm trying to catch up with this new StreamYard. Jason Dury, you done the Road to Nowhere. Yates, you made a mistake not going into Bristol to film. Jason, I must have been a very bad person not to. To be honest, I was very short on time because when I did that video, if you haven't seen it, it's on the channel right now, The Road to Nowhere. It's quite interesting. It's actually a tourist attraction here in the UK where they built a dual carriageway and they'd never finished it and they left it there as it is, and now people just walk their dogs there, but it just looks so weird to be walking on it, and it was fascinating. But they use it for TV shows and movies actually to film crashes and all that kind of stuff. But it's in a place called Yate. There's a video on my channel, go and check it out. A lot of people talking about am I going to go up the tower? I want to go to Blackpool. Thing is, I'm going to go up to Blackpool with Gabby and the family at the end of at the end of October, beginning of November for the grand finale of the Pleasure Beach season for their fireworks. But also I'll be going up next week to do the illuminations. So that'll be good. Lee says you should do a nice autumn walk at Sheringham Park. That'd be good. Marie says, I live in London and I never knew about Winter Wonderland till your vlog. Marie, how have you not known about Winter Wonderland? I know it hasn't been around for a couple of years, but yeah, it's been a massive thing, isn't it, in Hyde Park? Daniel says, I would love, yes, very good point, Daniel. That would be great. I would love to do an Isle of Wight video next summer. It would be amazing. Hello to Ellen. Hi, Tim. Sorry if I've missed anyone on the chat. I'm just going to quickly go back up. Victor, Gabby is got a gig tonight. Timothy, just to be to Great Yarmouth on my holiday 2 days ago, stayed at Seashore Campsite in Great Yarmouth, got back Sunday. Oh, Rachel. Oh, yes, Rachel. Did you have a good time in Great Yarmouth? Because you're a Skegness girl through and through, and you're now back home, I believe. Hope you had a good time. Winter Wonderland is very expensive. Michael and Julie Claridge. It is very expensive. But if you book online, it's a little bit cheaper. Have I been on any fun houses? Do you know what? They are quite good in Winter Wonderland, especially for the kids. They do like them. As an adult, probably not, unless I'm going with some kids, like a nephew or something. I can't really go in there. Well, I can probably. Mark says, hi, Tim. How long have you been live on air? I always seem to join the chat late too. Maybe the notifications are not coming out. I don't know. Mark, I don't know how long. 27 minutes, Mark. So we started at about 22. We're talking about Christmas as well. Daniel, for Christmas, Blenheim Palace is the best. I don't want to talk about Christmas yet because I haven't got Halloween out the way. In fact, this is really interesting, right? Because as soon as September arrived, I think that a lot of people started thinking about Christmas, including Holly. She kept going on about September now, that's Christmas. And I was like, it was not, though. It's like I walked into Starbucks, dropping the name. They didn't sponsor this video or endorse it or give me free coffee. But I walked in there and they had all these inflatable pumpkins. And I was like, because they're launching their autumnal drink of, what is it called? Pumpkin spice latte. And they had Halloween stuff up. That was a bit too much. But it was weird because at Christmas, people get excited for Christmas very early. I did a video last year in London that that went viral. It exploded, and it was London at Christmas. It's still on the channel now. I think it stands at 600,000 views. But I've noticed on my analytics that as soon as September hit, it's been getting steady views, right, throughout the summer, which is weird. People are watching Christmas stuff, right, in the summer. But as soon as September hit, it peaked, and it was gaining like 1,000 views a day. This Christmas video since September. So yeah, people like to get ready for Christmas a little bit too early. Debs, is there a drop-off point for baby gifts for bumping Great Yarmouth? I've got something I've made and I'd love to give it to you. A drop-off point like Amazon. Debs, no, we do keep talking about maybe setting up a PO box. I mean, probably people wouldn't send us anything, but very kind if you really wanted to. Yeah, we have thought about setting up a PO box. We'll let you know when we do. Crispy, of course. Crispy sends me a message every time the rollover for the Euro Millions is coming up, and I always put on extra tickets. 150 million I thought it was 140 million. Are you sure? Andrew, you did not do your Christmas shopping yesterday. That's crazy. Jimbo, have you been to firework displays and fun fair? What do you mean, Jimbo? Just any gradually? Anyway, I will be picking someone out completely at random. 3 people tonight for the Walk With Me mug that you can see behind me. I'm actually running low on these, so I'm going to have to start giving these a rest soon. But I've still got some. 3 to give away tonight, which I'll pick 3 people at random from the super chats and the comments, because I was getting comments from people going, well, I can't afford to give super chats, but you won't put me in the mug. So I'll just do it completely at random, and I will pick 3 random people at the end of the stream to win a Walk With Me mug. Just very quickly as well, if you are on social media, make sure you do follow me. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All the links are in the description just below there. And whilst you're there as well, the last 2 videos that are on my channel, Gran Canaria Tour and Bognor Regis. Bognor Regis, I know, I was umming and erring about doing a video. A lot of people said, oh, please do a video of Bognor. But there isn't really much in Bognor, to be fair. So if you are going to watch the video, just know that. But it's a little bit like, for me, a place on the East Coast called Lowestoft, where it's a nice seaside resort. There's a pier other than Butlins. But yeah, it was interesting comments reading about Butlins. Excuse me, people saying I don't really care much for Butlins, or I didn't really care much for Bognor. And I was like, okay, fine. Crispy, Elliot New Year baby, hopefully. Did you know that my sister named her baby Elliot, so I can't call it Elliot? Yes, feel free to drop in the comments as well if you know any good Christmas markets that you'd like me to walk around. Now, the plan was obviously this year was to go to Lapland and do some videos from there. But because that Gabby is due in very early January, it'd be completely irresponsible for me to go off to Lapland for a few days, because I know that I would head over and then I'd get a phone call that Gabby, excuse me, is about to have a baby. So my baby. So I can't do that this year, which I'm absolutely gutted about. But if you know of any Christmas markets around the UK that are worth going to, in Great Yarmouth, obviously where I live, they're doing something different this year. And if you've got any fans of Great Yarmouth in the chat in Norfolk, they're doing this Christmas market all around St George's Park, which I'm thinking to myself, why have they never done that before? That actually is a great idea if they can get enough stalls in and they're properly themed. Do you know what I mean? I went to a Christmas market in Margate with Gabby a couple of years ago, and that was amazing. You know, all like log cabins, selling all kinds of Christmas stuff, food, obviously, but they're all kind of like lodges, little lodges. And I think that's what makes it with little lights on the top and tinsel, and it was all really well themed and looked really classy and nice. But if you're going to do it, and there's, I've been to many of a Christmas market that are awful with tarpauling and it looks rubbish, and you got some tarpauling with some Christmas lights just like hanging down like that, and it never looks good. In fact, actually, if you want a bit of a laugh, what happened last year in Norfolk was the first, because of what was going on in the world, they did their first ever Christmas Santa drive-through. And it was run by a company that got a lot of stick because it was quite expensive. And the queues for it were just ridiculous. I mean, we were waiting like about 2 hours to get through it. And then you kind of go through it. The kids you get some hot chocolate in the car, and you see some dancing elves, and you see some up-coloured trees, and you get to see Santa in it. But yeah, it was all a little bit. There's a video on my channel. If you go and check it out, you'll have to look back to December last year. But if you want to see something from Christmas, a drive through Santa's grotto, definitely worth checking out. Blackpool has one. You can do a walk with me meet up there too. We love the Fylde Coast. Thank you very much. Could do. That'd be good. A lot of people have asked about that. I don't have any plans at the moment because I don't think anyone would turn up. Joey B says, Tim, the Norfolk Light Express is on the 15th of November from Sheringham. Last year I tried to film that and they wouldn't let me. And I tried to get tickets and they sold out within like a day, I think, of all the tickets going on sale. So I was extremely gutted. Lee, I went to Thursford last year. Would you want to see another video of Thursford? Obviously, the only thing that's going to be different this year is the show will be actually happening. So, and the show at Thursford for their Christmas spectacular, which is actually world renowned. Is it worth going? Would you like to see it? Again, it's on my channel now. You can see what it was like. If you're getting all nostalgia on a very cold, wet September night, and you're thinking of Christmas, there are a few Christmas videos you can check out on the channel if you really want. But if you want to get some summer, go ahead and head to Gran Canaria. Andrew said, is the Coca-Cola truck back this year? Does anyone know? I have no idea, Andrew. I used to get a little bit unexcited about that. Michael says, Milton Keynes have a Christmas market. Interesting. Skylark presents the Bath Christmas market is good. I'll have to write these down, actually. By the way, people say about my ideas for videos, how do I do it? I write them down on a bit of paper like this, and then I cross them out as I go. You can see this from a few months ago. Bournemouth, Butlins, Bognor, Weston, Clacton, fish and chips. By the way, another fish and chip video coming up tomorrow. I've just got to edit it, actually. But it's coming from Cromer, and a very famous fish and chip shop in Cromer. So make sure you do check that out. Thanks, Mark, for the first Christmas tree emoji of what we've seen so far. Good evening, Sue. Hope you're doing okay. The tickets available for the Light Express now, and you can also take lots of photos. I did. Dragon Hunter 08 KHMN. I love some of these names. Steve says the Coca-Cola truck has been turned into a petrol tanker. It needs it. That was actually one thing when we arrived back into the UK. I was actually really worried about, and we arrived back into Luton, and the first thing we saw was the petrol stations and the fact that they were all kind of shut off. I was absolutely gutted, and I was like, "What are we going to do? How are we going to get home?" We thought we might actually have to stay in a hotel overnight, but then of course we'd have the same problem. But luckily there was a few more petrol stations as we were driving back up to Norfolk that had petrol. In fact, it was quite funny. We saw loads that had none, and then all of a sudden there was this BP garage that was open and no queues. Mind you, it was 2 a.m. It was nice. Lewis says you should do live Christmas light switch-ons live in towns and cities. Lewis, the only problem with that, obviously there's a lot of people and you can't necessarily capture the atmosphere that great. But yes, I understand what you're saying. Maybe not for the actual switch on itself, because they are just extremely busy. Thank you very much, Melissa. Love your support on the channel as well. Anywhere you go will be great, Tim. John also, where was that? Can't find that now. But somebody called John said, will you still do videos from the coast in the winter? Last year I still did, but I do it slightly different. Obviously with snow, and obviously the coastline looks completely different and takes on a whole different feel. So occasionally, yes, I will do. My at night series will still continue as well at some of the seaside resorts in the winter, which will be very unique to see. But obviously I'll be moving and doing a lot of cities as well. And also you might have seen my video from Pontins. If you haven't, check it out on my channel right now. It's got over 100,000 views. It's crazy. And so that series I will continue, of trying to find hotels and holiday parks that are the worst rated. But I will find some, if I can, that I can afford, that are actually really good. You know, the best rated ones. But the only problem with that is they're going to be expensive. The worst rated ones are always going to be cheap, but the best rated ones are going to be expensive. Hello to Molly, who says, I'm from the UK too. Rochester Christmas market is good, I think. Could you put I think there? I'm slightly worried. All I can see is a ring, because I've got this ring light, and all I can see is like this ring now. It's crazy. Hello to Tracy. Thank you very much, Tracy, for joining the live chat this evening. Hello to Sue. Cara says, I can recommend York Christmas Market. That's a good one. Just catching up with the chat. Did I say, what did I say? Did I say it was October, Crispy? You said September. Sorry, Kevin. October, Tim, not September. Did I get confused? I have no idea. Anyway, I must just quickly put on the bottom of the screen as well the channel members. What is channel membership? First of all, the video is always free, as they always are on YouTube. To watch any video, if you subscribe, it's free. Clicking the thumbs up helps. 153. Let's get it to 200. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. But basically, what you can do if you'd like to support the channel, and I really do appreciate it, those guys that do. I mean, it means so much to me that you actually would, you know, for a price of a cup of coffee or maybe a little bit more, that you would support the channel, which means, you know, you're enjoying the content that I'm making and you want to see more. And of course, it helps me out. You know, over the past month, I've been doing a lot more videos and less of my other work, which pays the bills. But I've been kind of doing it because I really enjoy it and I want to show you guys more content and the support that you give me, even though YouTube takes 40%. I still really do appreciate it. But basically, in the chat, just over here, at the top, I've pinned a message. Okay, if you would like to support me via channel membership, just click that. There's a little video. It shows you what you get for it. So, for example, for the basic channel membership, just for, you know, a price of a cup of coffee. Actually, no, it's a lot less than the price of coffee. McDonald's coffee. You know, you get access to the live chat. You get a little badge next to your name that shows you're supporting the channel, and that changes color to how long you've been supporting the channel. When you go further up, you get little emojis that are exclusive just to Walkme members, and you also get other little perks like the community tab. So I'll post some videos up there just for members, and hopefully you channel members have enjoyed the videos that I've been posting recently that none of you other guys can see unless you're a channel member with that tier. And of course, the big tier, of course, is you get to see videos before anyone else. So I'll post them to you so you can see them before anyone else. And of course, bam, you get a mug as well. But if you would like to see that, obviously, all the details are in the description just there where I pinned that message. But enough about that because I'm going about that. It sounds like a selling thing, but I appreciate that. Hang on a second. Andrew, Jem, think the videos will still be going. Gabby will need a break from Tim. I missed that message. What was that? Tim, love your short videos. They're great too. If you want us to check out the, where's that come from? Oh, you can't see that. There's a little iron.com watermark up there. But if you want to see some smaller videos, some shorter videos, there is Walk With Me Tim Shorts, which are not my shorts. They're shorter videos. YouTube did this whole shorts thing. It's a bit like TikTok, but they're interesting videos, but they're just too short to put on the main channel. Again, the link is in the description there. So let me know. Rachel says, yes. Yes, love the video for members. I'll do more of those, Rachel. Good evening to Peter. Mark says, didn't see my name. Mark, probably the reason is because that hasn't been updated since I last did it because I was in a little bit of a rush tonight. But of course, Mark, your name, depending on what tier you're on, first tier, second or third, if you're on the second tier, your name gets mentioned priority in the chat. But also it comes on screen as well if you're in the second tier. If the first tier, it's just your little badge. So yeah, just check that out. Decimate, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. Smidge Bump and Winter Wonderland Fund with a mug emoji as well. Those mug emojis are unique. Foxy B, I haven't said hello to you tonight. So hello to Foxy B. Hello to Crispy as well, top mod. Hello to the random video channel. We need to get back to just very quickly asking, would you like to see a live of Manchester on Monday evening? Is it wise to walk around Manchester on a Monday evening? Is there much to see? Please let me know in the comments. Hello to Midlands Girl. Hello, Tim. I always watch your videos. That means a lot. Thank you, Midlands Girl. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up whilst you're watching it live. This video will only probably stay up if you're watching on replay for about 24 hours because I don't like to keep the Q&As up for too long because I think they get a little bit dull when you watch them on replay. It's fun when you're watching them live because, of course, you can interact and chat, but when you're watching them on replay. Somebody just said about the candle. This was Gabby that bought this. This is one of those LED candles. They're so weird that actually you can't see it in this light, that light up as soon as you light them. They've got a battery inside, so they glow different colors. So I'll just put it there. Somebody said about this. This is my my Rode microphone. I use that for when I'm doing a live or when I'm doing some radio stuff as well, because I still do some radio shows from home too. Midlands girl. Maybe I should put my car in a car park. Hey, Andrew, thank you very much for joining channel membership, new member. Thank you very much, Andrew. Really do appreciate your support. Jamie says, hi, Tim, how are you? I like the place you called Little Venice. Looks lovely. That was in Gran Canaria in a place called Mogan. John says, I always worry about candles, or wary. Yes, I know what you mean, John, but if no one's moving them and they're well on there and no one's touching them, you should be fine. Debbie says, yes, Tim, live from my hometown, Manchester would be great. Debbie, have you got any tips of where to go? Because I haven't been to Manchester for a while, actually. It could be a while before I go there. But on the plus side, Midlands Girl says they go to car parks to smash the windows. Thank you. You nearly forgot the thumbs up. Remember, not the thumbs up in the comments, the thumbs up in the actual video chat just there. All right, you actually have to. So say, for example, if you're watching this on your computer and it's white, that means you don't give a thumbs up. If you click it and it goes black, and if you're on your phone, it's blue. So, yeah. Love it, Tim. When will you be live? I'm not quite sure yet, because like I say, during the day on Monday, I'll be filming that video. So I'm not quite sure. It all depends on timing and what time I get to the hotel. But I will try to do one. But we'll see how we go. Have I been to Corrie Street set in Manchester? It's awesome. Jimbo, yes. When I first started my TV career when I was 18, I actually was presenting a TV show from a studio that was next to the set of Coronation Street. That was the original set of the Coronation Street set at Granada Studios in Manchester. Scott, congratulations, Scott. Thank you very much for becoming a new member. Remember, the longer that you're a member, your badge changes in the chat as well. Really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Any plans for a Yarmouth Live in the next couple of weeks? Debs, this is an interesting point. I say that I tried to do a video live from my hometown once a month. So, yes, Great Yarmouth, you see, coming up, they have something called this Fire and Water Spectacular, which they're doing around the old Venetian, or the new Venetian gardens, the waterways. So I will be doing a video from there. Whether I do it live or not, I'm not sure. I might do it in as live so Gabby can commentate, because I don't know what it's actually going to be like. And the problems with that is when you're doing a live and you're watching a display, it sometimes can be a little bit naff, or I feel like I have no control over the creativeness of it. So I feel like the people get bored of it. So that kind of worries me. But I will be doing a video from there. Whether I do it live or not, I don't know. But interesting to see that. Thank you, Debs. Midlands Girl, do I know Ormsby St Margaret? Not that well, but I have heard of it. It's a little village north of Great Yarmouth. Peter, Gabby is doing a gig tonight in Hemsby. Yeah, the live in about 10 minutes. We'll be doing the live giveaway for the mugs, picking out 3 people at random to get a mug. Appreciate your support. Remember to give the video a thumbs up. We're at 188 right now. 191. Thank you. The Imperial War Museum near Media City is very good. Do you know what? There's an Imperial War Museum in Duxford, which is really good. I used to go there as a kid, and I used to be bored out of my brain. But obviously, going back there now as an adult is probably quite interesting. But as a kid, yeah, going around those kind of places used to bore me really, really bad. Martin says, how long is the Big Wheel in Great Yarmouth got left? It's here until the end of October, I believe now. What radio station is it, and what brand would love to listen to you when you do radio? So I used to do a radio station in Great Yarmouth for about 10 years. I also done freelance radio for Capital and for Hearts. But you can hear me if you really want to on a station called Zest in Liverpool. They're on DAB. They're also online on your smart speaker. But yeah, Zest Liverpool, you can check them out. I'm on there doing the drive time show. And even though I'll be away for a couple of days, I will still be doing that as well. I know. Terry, good evening, Tim. Wellingborough, Northants. Do you know what would be great, actually, if you can just put in the chat where you are right now, because I'd love to get a snapshot of where you guys are watching the live this evening. Hopefully you're liking the different setup, because as you know, when I've done a live from home before, we've been on the sofa. It's been very relaxed. And I said to Gabby, I said, well, if I'm going to be on my own, the sofa is going to look a little bit empty. So I thought I would come up here to the bedroom. And yeah, that stuff is just to show that, because people always want to know what I use, it's there so you can see it. Mark is in East London. Hello, Mark. We've got Southampton. Hello to Spania, ES, Earth and Space Investigations, who's in Spain. Anyone else from overseas? A lot of people in Southampton tonight. Ayrshire, Debs. You see, this is interesting because I didn't know where you guys actually are from, some of these. Sandra is in Surrey. Sue is in Derby. Telford, Shropshire, where some of my family actually live. Buckinghamshire. Stewie is in Great Yarmouth. Woohoo! North Derbyshire. Mark is from Birmingham. All right, Mark, a bit. All my family from Birmingham as well. Joey B is in Yarmouth. Trace is in Buckinghamshire. Timmy Cricket is in Caister. Jamie Dodge is in Leicester. Love that. Vic is in Lowestoft. We've got Stuart. Oh, this is all going wrong. Hang on. Where's it gone? Where's Stuart gone? Stuart is in Chelmsford. Marie is in northwest London. Kevin is in Bognor. Kevin, have you found me thanks to my Bognor video? Maybe. Caroline is in Portishead in Somerset. Portishead is lovely, actually. Melissa is in Kentucky. Melissa, I always get confused. I always thought you were in Texas. I don't know why. David, I always forget you're in Galston as well, just up the road. Molly is in the chat. She's from Canterbury. Have I missed anybody out? Jimbo is from Audley as well. Corton. 80 says too many Southerners. Scott, does it stay for the whole month? Scott, the way the channel membership works is that if you pay for 1 month, it will automatically bill you for the next month unless you cancel it. Obviously, you can cancel it anytime. And your badge changes, basically. So it shows how much support you would like to give the channel. Kevin said, I followed you for ages, was gutted I missed you in Bognor. Oh, that's a shame, Kevin, because I did do a live in Bognor. Milton Keynes, Michael and Judy Claridge. Nigel is in Beltham. Hello to Anthony in Nottingham. Why have I just put Nightbot on there? Linda is in Tooting. Nigel is in Belton as well. I love that. I must move this computer over there because it's quite difficult to keep looking over this direction. It's like I'm being rude, so I do apologize. Okay, so 6 minutes before we give our mugs away tonight, we've got 3 mugs to give away. If you really do want to support the channel and you would like to buy one of these mugs, underneath most of my videos, including this one, right at the bottom under the description, there is some Walk With Me merchandise, which you can buy a mug, a towel, a flip-flops. Everything is better by the beach merchandise as well. Somebody suggested I do it. We've actually sold a few, only a few, not that many, but maybe I'll do one for Christmas. I don't know. But tonight, of course, is all about talking about the future of the channel. I hope you're enjoying what I'm putting out at the moment. And sometimes, of course, I'm experimenting with a few different videos, like the video that I'm about to film next week. So I hope you enjoy it. They're all experimental, of course, and your feedback matters. So when you see a video, even if you don't like it, I would really appreciate it if you just gave it a thumbs up and maybe a comment. Tell me why you didn't like it. Where would you like me to go? Obviously, I started the channel doing videos from the Norfolk coast, and I will still do those. But obviously, I've been expanding this summer, most definitely, and checked out the South Coast, which I said I would do, and I definitely have done that. And it seems like you guys have really enjoyed the videos. But where should I go next? It's really great for your feedback. I've got some great ideas, of course, for Halloween. I took a lot with my hands. This is the TV presenting stuff that always comes out. Someone says, why do you talk with your hands so much? It's just because when I was on TV, it was all to do with showing your hands. Don't know why. Tim, come to Kentucky. Watch the Derby. You'd love it and film it. Melissa, if you want to book me a first-class flight, I will be there. Debs says, hi, Donna. I'm from Wellington, New Zealand. Interesting. Donna says, no. I don't know what you're referring to there, Donna. I missed that one. Will we be doing any Christmas markets? Yes, if I can find some Christmas markets, definitely. Colchester, Victor. Yes, I will be doing some. I'll be doing Ipswich very soon as well. Marie says, are you doing another like Beast from the East? So last February, we had what they call the Beast from the East, which is what we had in the UK compared to in America, where you've got a Northeaster and all these other names and what I can't remember what they're called. But yes, if we have really bad snow, I will check out all the seaside locations in the snow because they look really good. And if you want to check out that video, Beast from the East, it's on my videos. Just scroll down, go to videos on my channel, scroll down. And it's really interesting to see the likes of Great Yarmouth, Coulston, Cromer and Lowestoft in a blizzard. And I checked out Goulston Beach and literally the snow was just blowing across the beach and the snow was covered. Sorry, the beach was covered in snow. And it's not something you see very often, snow on a beach. So it's really cool to watch. So yeah, go and check it out. John, I haven't done Grimsby yet. Obviously, the furthest north I've gone is Mablethorpe. And I will be going up further north. Obviously, next year, I'll be doing more of the south coast and, of course, towards Devon and Wales. But this is a good question because I need to ask you guys what you think of seeing those kind of videos in the winter, because obviously they're videos for the summer. So, you know, so when it comes to autumn and winter, I tend to kind of move the videos just maybe in a slightly different direction. But also sometimes when I do the seaside videos, I do them from a different angle. So just let me know in the comments, because obviously your feedback is very important because I know then what you like and what you don't like. And I'm obviously open to criticism. So if there's any videos you've seen on my channel, you go, do you know what? I don't like that. I don't like that, Tim. I don't like it. Just tell me in the comments. But don't swear, please. Sorry, I missed some of the chat now. Irene says a good question. Do you ever come to Scotland? Not yet, but I will be. Kevin said Bury St Edmunds Christmas market is a big pull. Okay, sounds good. Milton Keynes has a Christmas display nowhere near as good as it used to be, but the Christmas markets goes with it, and it's indoors as well. Yeah. John Webster, Scarborough visited. Yes, I have. Thank you, Paula. It means a lot. I try to do something different at times so you don't get the same old stuff. It's good to experiment. So hopefully you will watch the video from Manchester. Hopefully that'll be good. Ross says, I'm from northwest London. Not as nice as Great Yarmouth. Well, Ross, it depends on who you ask. Because the worst rated seaside town over the past few years has been voted in the, was it the Telegraph or the Daily Mail? And Great Yarmouth was in there. I think it was at number 4. Clacton was at number 1 to begin with, and then it went down a few. I can't remember which was. It might have been Southend, actually. But I do feel that holiday resorts around the English coast get a bad rap because, let's face it, they're tourist towns. So like Great Yarmouth, in the winter, they're difficult places to live in the sense of jobs, right? So if you work on the holiday parks, they all shut, most of them do, from the end of October. So you'll get Halloween, you get a lot of people on the coast, and after Halloween, everyone clears off. And the winter, either people go and work in shops or they'll go and look for benefits. And I've done it myself when I first moved to Great Yarmouth. It's not a nice place in the winter in the sense of work, but it's still such a great place to live on the coast. But I think that's why a lot of these places have had bad raps, because they also create problems as well with I don't want to say the word because I get demonetized, even though this is not monetized, is it? But the D word, the DRUGS word, happens a lot in coastal towns, obviously in the winter and stuff like that. But, you've got to look at it on face value, and every town has its problems. But, I did the video on Clacton, which is warmly received by a lot of Clacton people. And they said, you know what? Clacton is not that bad. It's just people that have been here on a rainy day, or they've been in the winter, or they've lived here and had a bad experience. It's like anywhere, isn't it, really? If you have a bad experience of a place, you're going to say, I don't like it. I can say the same for Birmingham. Sorry if there's anyone from Birmingham. I know there's people from the Midlands. I grew up in Birmingham for a little bit. I don't really like it. But going back there as an adult, I look at it differently. But it was interesting because I had a conversation with someone the other day who was a subscriber and said, love your videos. They went, I hate Blackpool. I hate Blackpool. And I said, what's wrong with Blackpool? They went, as a child, went there, worst place ever. And obviously when you have bad memories as a child, it will stick with you for the rest of your life. So I think that is probably why Clacton had a bad rap. Melissa says, love them all, Tim. Really is something for everyone. Love your videos. Your videos are my favorite. Not everyone does them as well as you, with a little clapping emoji. Thank you very much, Melissa. Mark just says, sums it up to a T, the voice of authority. Explore with Andy. Maybe try the Lake District for some walks. Last time I went to the Lake District was when I was a scout. Embarrassing though. And I remember it rained the whole blooming time. I ate some Kendal mint cake, and one of the other bigger boys decided to pull my sleeping bag out of the tent. So I woke up with very wet feet, and I just remember it rained the whole time. I didn't have a good time at scout camp, and that was my childhood memory of the Lake District. So that's why for me, Gabby's always said, oh, let's go to the Lake District. And I've said, not interested. So it all goes to your childhood or maybe bad experiences you have, and maybe I should give it another look. I should. John says, how do you broadcast on Zest Radio? John, I do it from home. It's pre-recorded, but still on the same day. Stewie, been here a year yesterday, only 5 minutes from Millionaires Row. Can't beat sitting on a bench looking out to sea. Stewie, it is the best thing to do. I say this to a lot of people that want to move to the coast and that are worried about jobs. But let's take a look at Great Yarmouth, for example. In any coastal resort, you'll always have a town or a city close by where you can go and work. For example, there are a lot of millionaires that live in Great Yarmouth. I know there's a couple of millionaires that live in Great Yarmouth, but they do not work in Great Yarmouth. They'll work either in London, they'll have second homes, or even they'll work in Norwich. So, you can still get good work, even if you're on the coast. But, I thought personally I would get to be an old man before I lived on the coast, because I grew up in Cambridge, and I thought by the time I lived on the coast, I'd be an old man. But I bit the bullet and did it when I was young, even though all of my friends thought I was crazy because I was working in London. But I just said I'd much prefer to live and travel. Sounds crazy, but to travel 2.5 hours a day each way and live on the coast, which I did. Thanks, Lewis. Means a lot. The Foxy Bee just had a fortnight in the lakes. Was fab, was the weather. I bet. The Bros. Is it the Bros? Nah, man. Gotta admit, you have the smoothest videos on reviews. Are you talking about the Pontins one? Thanks for that. Yeah, Stewie, where do you are you talking about Bournemouth and Sandbanks, or are you talking about Galston? Foxy B, thank you very much for agreeing with me, and thanks for watching this live on a Saturday night. I know, taking up your Saturday night. Stephen said a very good question. What has been your favourite vlog of this year? Stephen, I have to say, all of it. I've had a blast this summer. I really have. Especially doing the South Coast, because I really do love the South Coast. If I wasn't living here, I'd be living on the South Coast. Probably around, I'm not quite sure, maybe the Bournemouth area. But obviously would never afford a house in Sandbanks. But Devon would be obviously my top list. But I'll take Great Yarmouth. Obviously, the only downside with Great Yarmouth is when we get northerly winds and the sea is not that great. I like to do a lot of water sports on the water, and the North Sea can be very clear at times, but 8, 9 times out of 10 it's not very nice. But as soon as you get on the south coast, you get the English Channel, and Devon, you got the bit of the Atlantic there. It's a lot clearer. Here we go. Stewie said, moved from Hemel Hempstead after 38 years to Bradwell and Great Yarmouth. Do you know what? Since lockdown, a lot of people have actually moved to the coast since that. By the way, quick off note, make sure you go and see the new Bond film. It's a must this year. Amazing. Thanks, Wispy. Do you work for the production company? Jimbo says, hi, Tim. Some people say the Blackpool lights are rubbish, but I think they're amazing. Again, Jimbo, the people that say they're rubbish, the people that have seen them too much or maybe that live there, but I think they're great. And in fact, it would be great for Great Yarmouth to do something like that. I work with someone who travels from your area every day. Mark, where do you live again? Tell me where you live again. Melissa, see you later. Thank you very much for watching the live tonight. Interesting. Tim, do you say the outtakes from your filming? Explore with Andy. Do you know what? I don't, but I should do because some of them are quite funny. The one in Gran Canaria, when I'm walking, losing my flip-flop, I was swearing and then I had to console myself. If you haven't seen the video yet, I've just returned from Gran Canaria. I did a video tour, not on the whole island, just some snippets. And one of the nature reserves in Gran Canaria is the famous Dunes of Maspalomas. And they're like, it's like the Sahara. It's crazy to see. Just sweeping fine sand dunes it's just undulating. It's amazing. The wind moves it, and they're very fine. It's very fine sand, but no one tells you when you walk across them how long they are, how big they are, and how fine the sand is. So when you're walking up these sand dunes that no one else has walked in, your feet go right in there. My flip-flop went in there, and obviously as soon as I was walking up, it just got covered. And I went back down. I was like, I can't find it. And the sand was so blisteringly hot. And I mean, like the kind of temperature that when you step on the sand, when you're on holiday, and you're like, I need to find some shade. I couldn't find any shade. And it was absolute hell. I had to sit on my bum just to get the heat off my feet. And then, of course, my bum was burning. But I had some shorts with me. It was so embarrassing. But, of course, I didn't film this. Gabby was not with me. She was relaxing at the time of when I filmed that video. So yeah, maybe doing the outtakes for Christmas would be good, but I actually haven't kept any, so I can't really do that. That sounds weird, but interesting. Marie says, having fun tonight with you, Tim. Thanks, Marie. Hello to Paul. Hi, Tim. I hope you and Gabby are enjoying your holiday. We're not on holiday anymore. We're at home now, but I appreciate that. Andrew says, more like a bleepers reel. Yes, definitely. Rachel said maybe for channel members only. That's maybe a good idea, actually. Crispy, thank you very much. 84 days until Christmas. The first time I started doing these lives actually was New Year's Eve with Gabby. I don't think it's on the channel anymore. In fact, if you click on playlists and you go to live, you might see that one. Kevin says, going to Southend-on-Sea next year for a few days. We will be doing the draw in a minute. Watching your videos, have been looking forward to it. Kevin, you'll enjoy Southend-on-Sea. The only downside to Southend-on-Sea is the water. Although they do have, let's face it, they do have a blue flag, which means it's the European standard for bathing and water quality standards and beach standards. So it has met all the proper standards, but Southend is obviously on the estuary, the Thames estuary, which used to be one of the most polluted rivers in the world, may I add. It's not anymore. But yeah, that's why, yeah, Southend-on-Sea is lovely, but going in the water is, yeah, sometimes a bit grim. but not because it's dirty, just because it's churned up by all the silt and stuff like that. Why do people get excited about Christmas? Do you know what, AD? If you're going through a bad time in your life, Christmas is not the best time. So I completely understand. I went through a divorce once. This is getting very deep for a Saturday night. I went through a divorce once around Christmas time. It was horrible. So yeah, I didn't put a Christmas tree up or anything. Fancy doing crib conch with us? Life's for living. I have no idea what you mean. But thank you anyway. Scott says, we enjoy all the lives you do. Thank you very much. Mark with the Christmas emojis. Thank you very much. Jill says, another vlogger I watch tags his outtakes onto the end of his vlog. Do you know what, Jill? That's a good idea. But I could say I'm a perfectionist and I don't really do outtakes because I don't really, yeah. Although I do occasionally and swear. Right, we've been live for an hour and 10 minutes. If you haven't already, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. There's 3 mugs there. So at random, I'm going to pick people from the chat. All you have to do, if you'd like to win a mug right now, please put yes in the comments. I will give you, I can't put it up on the screen, can I? But I can see it. I will give you 30 seconds to put yes in the comments, starting, hang on, I'm trying to get it to the top. If you want to win a mug, put yes, starting now. You've got 30 seconds. And so everyone that types yes in the next 30 seconds, I will pick 3 people at random to receive one of the coveted, very classy Walk With Me mugs. Now, just while we're waiting for the timer, I thought I might as well show you one of these mugs and what they are like. They are well built. They are classy. They won't crack when you put hot or cold tea in them. They're nice and thick. It's what you need on a cold winter's night and you want a nice cup of coffee or tea in the morning. This is what you need. And of course, if you can't win one of these, you can buy one as well. All right. I'll give you 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right. From all the yeses, I'm picking 3 people. I've just picked 1. Tell me when to stop. Stop. Well, you can't. Yeah. Stop. Okay, it's another one. So I'm just writing these down. I'm going to stop scrolling now. Okay. Oh, I haven't heard some of these people before. Okay, so 3 people that have got themselves. Again, I used to do a few videos on a shopping channel once. Maybe this is. My wife asked me the other day, Gabby. She went, "How do you sell something like a mug?" And I would say it like this. I apologize if you've just tuned in. You have no idea what's going on. But you would be like, do you know what? It just feels really comfortable in the hands. It's smooth. You know, get those mugs that are a little bit rough and a bit round the edges. This is smooth, even at the top. It just feels smooth. And the handle, I hate handles that are thin. It's got a good handle to it. You can imagine, you know, cozying up. See, that kind of stuff. So there you go. The 3 people that have won the mug tonight are Ruby Wax Show. Ruby Wax Show, what you need to do is send me a message on social media, okay? Facebook, Twitter, or Insta, or get someone else who has got it to do it. Better Facebook, please. Just go to the Facebook page. Links are in the description. Just type in Walk With Me Tim and send me your address. Ruby Wax Show. I haven't seen you before, so thank you very much. It's QVC Home with Tim. Has she never seen? No, she hasn't. She hasn't. Is there no end to your talent, Mark? Oh dear. I thought that said something else then, Debs. Okay, that's the first one. Next one is Life's for Living. Congratulations, you've got a Walk With Me mug. Rube's Wax Shop, thank you very much for that. Lives for Living, please make sure you give or you send me a private message on social media, Facebook, Twitter, or Insta, or someone who does have social media, ask them to send me a private message and send me your address. I will send you a Walk With Me mug. Thanks, Crispy. Lives for Living, if you're there, just type in the chat that you're still there, just so we know. And then I will go for the last winner. Okay, I won't wait. Last winner is Mark Wells. Mark Wells, who put that comment. Mark, thank you very much. Please make sure you do send me a private message on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will send you a Walk With Me mug. So I appreciate that. And Crispy, thank you very much for doing that. So if you haven't already, and you may have missed it this weekend, don't forget Bognor video on my channel right now. You can go and watch that as I do a tour of Bognor Regis. It's not going to be that exciting though. Shouldn't say it, should I? And Gran Canaria tour as my feet get burnt, blistering, and I don't see any naked people, but a great tour of the island. If you want to see some sun, go and check it out. I know the weather's rubbish here. And also tomorrow, fish and chip shop review. Next week, of course, that exciting video coming up from that TV centre in Manchester at Media City. And of course, live in Blackpool for the Illuminations. So you're welcome, Mark. And also a live from Manchester, possibly on Monday night, but we'll see how it goes. I'll put up a notification if I do. Again, it's all about signal and timing when I finish filming that video. But that filming, if you're interested, about where all the TV shows are made in the UK, big TV shows and stuff like that. A behind the scenes exclusive tour just for Walk With Me Tim, which I'm very happy about, very excited about. That'll be on the channel next weekend, along with the Blackpool Illuminations, more fish and chip shop reviews, more videos coming your way. Thank you so much for your support. If you're watching this on replay, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're watching this now, what would really help me out, as always, is after the stream is finished, just give a comment below just saying great video or just something, because it helps push it out to more of my subscribers. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed already, because some of you may not, it's free to do. Just hit that subscribe button. Remember, when you click the notification bell next to it, just click all, because sometimes you might not get a notification. Thank you very much for watching this evening. It's been really great chatting to you live tonight in this lovely location. There is my gear. A lot of people ask about my gear. You've seen it. Thank you very much for watching. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Good night.